All right, here we go. Now we got the microphones working, have background music, and we're ready to get started back on the development of our facial rig based on FACS here of Bob, which is currently spinning for its 53rd time not in a row, but we've been through a lot on this stream for live facial development, facial rigging development, and we've been through the development of the action stack. We've been through the development of the control system, the classes, the all of the methods to rebuild the rig. And now we have a little bit of a epic, maybe too epic of a song, but it doesn't matter. The point is that we're going to continue on the development of our facial shapes. And today we're going to get back into the levator labii superioris and the nose wrinkler, although we have been through that in the last time. Now we are actually adjusting it together with all the other shapes on our facial rig. And yeah, let me open here the scene already. And if you want to participate with us, please feel free to leave a comment, and we will be discussing. Yesterday we had a great chat here with Rafael Vitoracci. Usually we have other characters here for our discussion, and it can be anything in life. It can be rigging, or it can even be food if you want. I'm down. And we have also our good friend Bob. There's the miniature Bob, but here's the Bob that I like, and that has been a great partner for us all over the stream. And this is the latest and greatest renders that we have with subsurface scattering and all of our geo pieces here, such as mouth, tongue, eye, and yeah, that should be what it is for now. After we are done with the development of the rig itself, we're gonna have a render that is going to be an animation of some sort to demonstrate the workings of this rig. But enough of the epic music here. Jesus, let's just move on and let's go into the good old chill out music. All right, so we have started now. Let me get I believe we have the stream from YouTube somewhere, but it's fine. I think we are all good to go now. Yeah, let's keep going. So this is what we have here. Our rig with the shapes implemented. And now I am going to start So this is the Orbicularis Oculi, and I can see that I am not 100% happy with the shape for many reasons, but one of them being that this part here has been pulled down too dramatically, and I don't think that this is the case. I would think that, well, I have to test, but we have a saved version and I'm going to test it right now. So the thing is, when working in conjunction with these guys here, such as like the eyebrow lower, and it is just creating, it's not working well together. You know, it's too many shapes pulling on the inner brow, and they don't actually have this ability. So let's begin with that. and see if we have the ability. So let's begin by painting a few blunt shapes here. So the one that I want here is the outer brow razor, inner brow. So the eye Orbicularis Oculi, that's the one that is activated right now. We can see how much it is affecting the forehead. So that's already an indication that we are not in the correct path with this inner brow, because it shouldn't be affecting that much of the inner brow. Sorry, I was adjusting my microphone here, and God knows if I spank the microphone right now, people are gonna freak out. So then we can keep the, yeah, we can try to adjust this without watching the mesh. But let's first remove the whole influence here and try to get back with it. What's this about though? So again, what we're trying to isolate here is the movement of the Orbicularis Oculi, which is the one that goes around the eye. And you can actually see, I don't know which references I can actually show, but I know I have this open here. And this is the, well, this is the eyebrows. I don't know how much, I cannot show this book here. But this is the Orbicularis Oculi, right? So this is the one that we're trying to emulate here. And yeah, this is mostly what it does. It does have the ability to pull in the eyebrow, but it shouldn't be, yeah, I mean, there are controversies, but that's why you gotta like check multiple references. And this is a full contraction of the orbicularis, but you can see that there's other things being activated here. So just leave it to the side. Because also what we want to keep an eye on is how does it connect with the actual eyebrow down. Because you should be able to then just like push this in, and you can see that even so, yeah, so there are multiple things that I need to think of here. It already looks better just by removing that. And also let me remove the lights for now. I don't think it's necessary at the moment. You see that it's picking up a lot there, and that's not what we need. So we need this guy here to be able to contract. And maybe we're gonna try to, I don't know, separate these two areas here, like the eyebrow, the inner eyebrow, but because it's a hard guess here. Let me see. As usual, I'm recurring to like also my face here. What happened to what happened to my camera though? Curious. Camera went off here, guys. Sorry about that. Let's see if we can get it back. Not that it matters that much though, but have this one. If you guys miss me, I'll be here on the corner. Yeah, but I think we lost the camera and we're not gonna get it back. That's a first. Alright, I'm not gonna freak out, of course. There's not much to freak out about. Well. That's interesting to say the least. Okay, so aha! We got it. Nice. Okay, not too bad. Can still see each other on some of the places, and I can check out what I was going to check. So what I want to check is, so this is the brow, the inner brow lower, right? So it's not even lower, it's just pushing the muscles inwards. And you can see that the connection of the muscle is on this dimples here. So it's a muscle that is connected on the middle of the like the bridge of the nose here, or not the bridge of the nose, but the in between the eyes, and it's pushing the two sides inwards. And you can see the dimples where the muscles are attached on the skin. And when you do this, then you have we have this other muscle that is pushing it down. So the connection of both is then what helps to create like a rage, like a super contracted, super silly, you know what I mean. And then, yeah, that's it. Enough. Okay, I'm not gonna be able to put these glasses back on. Got it. Okay, so that being said, it does pushes in the yeah, but I mean, I think that this representation here is not 100% correct. That this is pushing it down. I don't know if that's the case. I believe that this shape here would be better represented by a, yeah, I don't know. Anyways, let's focus on this guy here first. Let's see if we can soften it up. My tablet working here, but it's no longer working, which is no bueno. Well, I guess you're gonna have to go on mouse. Shouldn't be a problem now, for now at least. I don't know if I understand why this. Oh, sorry, my face is in the front of the camera. Ah, sorry. Sorry about that. I was trying to find the right camera here to jump off, but I couldn't. Okay, now I made it. All right, let me see how it looks. Yeah, so there's a bunch of. I'm trying to feel. And by the way, this using my glasses here to check out my arm movement is not a good idea. Let me put on my contact lenses here. It's gonna be the best. Right, got it. So now we can kind of see what I wanted to see. So I'm not gonna be able to look at myself with my eyes closed, obviously, but what I want to try to know. So this is the muscle that if you're compressing heavily, yeah, if you're compressing heavily, it does feel like it's affecting this part here, but I don't, or sorry, that is affecting this part here, but I don't know that that's the case though, because it does feel to me like it's not the case. I'm gonna have to try this because yeah, let's treat this as an experiment, given that we don't have to, like, I'm not deleting any data or anything like that. I can just test it. If it doesn't look good, then fine. We're just trying to create a good interaction here between the eyebrow lower and the orbicularis muscle. They both affect more or less the same area, so it's understandable that it's going to be super harsh, but maybe they can try to split a little bit of this entrance here. The question then becomes, what happens when we just okay, so let's see how that's working now. So if we remove this guy here, then yeah, it does feel a little more reasonable to me, if you ask so. It does feel a little dead here, so I think I can increase it a little bit just to give it some life, but it makes sense that the inner brow lower is not going to affect the outer brow. This way we can have still the orbicularis being activated and not destroying the deformation, you see? So it is going to create more or less the same effect. But right now, if we activate both the orbicularis and the inner brow lower, you can see that it destroys the deformation. And it's mainly because both of them are affecting the same area, so we're having like a double transformation. So you can see that it is affecting the same area here, and that might not be the case, that we need that to be activated by this guy here. I believe that this is a little more reasonable. Just a tiny more. Let's see if that still works. So what we're aiming towards now then is to, let me keep this tools tab here outside because we're gonna go crazy here. I'll keep it on the side here. If I need to show something, I'll bring it back in. Yeah, it does feel a little bit more alive. I don't know about this part here though. Yeah, I don't think this is the case. Yeah, but it still works. It's fine. It's not, yeah, it's not as dramatic as it was before, and there's actually like a good folding there. So I'm fine with that. So we're gonna have to replicate this basically by hand on the other side, which is a shame. Is, you know, not being able to mirror just creates more problems for us. But for now, it's fine. And for me, it makes a lot more sense that like you need to contract the so this is also like learning about how the face actually works, right? It does make more sense to me that this is the case. Okay. So let's continue trying to refine this shape here. So I can see that there's a good amount of like volume loss here, which is not ideal. Entombs from Epidemic Sound. It's funny, you start to use this Epidemic Sound tunes, and then all of a sudden you start to hearing them all over the place on the internet. Everybody's just using the same exact thing. I value people or artists that can actually create their own tunes, because it makes everything so much more authentic, but also there's a lot of work here. So basically the deal here is that we have this for the sake of trying to achieve the best possible result as fast as possible, to understand the technique and to just see where the pitfalls are and everything else. I opted to use a blunt shape pack, right? Like a scan model. So this is a scan model which I call Bob, and this scan model then has a bunch of blunt shapes. They're not perfect for a blunt shape rig, far from that. I mean, not far from that, but I mean, there's a lot that we need to separate. It's not perfectly ready for us. So basically then what I'm doing is using the shapes and trying to isolate the movements that we need for each particular control. I don't know exactly what's going on here, the connection, but we can always come back later and do some combo shapes and make it look like perfect. But it's good if we have a good deformation to begin with. And this one seems like it's not perfect, but it's actually not that bad. while painting blend shapes, it's kind of hard to, I mean, I can talk about some stuff, but I'm concentrated on trying to get the best possible shape. So if anyone ever have any questions, just let me know. Here I'm just trying to add a little bit of movement, just a tiny little bit of movement to this part of the eyebrow, just so that we don't, like, that doesn't seem like it's dead when it's being activated. That's more or less what we want. So this in conjunction with the, oh my god, this skeleton, let me get rid of it, it's annoying me. So I just need to check if it's working together, and it seems to be. Right, so I think it's kind of that. Doesn't look terrible to me. Yeah, there's a lot of push and pull here. So there are many shapes. Yeah, that's a good thing that we took out of one, because there's definitely many shapes affecting a single area, and we need to solve. We still haven't solved like the. One's all right. So this one here affects a lot of our. Oh. Kind of interesting, huh? I don't know if it's affecting the correct thing though. Because it makes sense that this, like, I mean, this one here should work with that, but then if you have this one activated, I'm pretty sure that it's going to be too much. Well, it's not terrible. It's not terrible. But if I add this one, it's going to be terrible. Yeah, it's definitely too much. This transition here is not that soft. It's a hard one as well. What is activated here? It's weird. I had the idea. I had the sensation that I did like a smooth transition here, but it's not that smooth. I might have to go in and just smooth it out a little better. It's not looking perfectly smooth. There's still a little bit of But yeah, anyways, this is the work today. It's just going to be like that, just like nudging and smoothing and making it work together. But overall, I like a little better this side here. This side, if I try to activate both of these guys, you're gonna see it quite immediately that doesn't work, right? I have to do the same thing now. I have to isolate. Okay, let's go. So let me save this first, just in case. All right, went quite quickly this time. I basically removed the inner part of the eyebrow here. Let's try that. Let me get this other side activated here as well so that we can have just a reference. Oh no, I clicked on G-Skin Tools. So this is more or less what we're looking after. Just moving it out using the painting tool here. Now let's add back in a little bit. Yeah, that's more or less the feeling that we want. Except I feel there's just a tiny too much. Oh, sorry guys. How long have I been doing this? Okay, so let's begin acting on the. Oh, we got to the end of the list. seen that there was something wrong here, this thing. Now I can see why. It's not looking quite right there. See what Manny wants here. I'm just trying to fix here this. Nice. A friend was telling me about a job opening that seems to be super cool. Manuel Armonio. So I can tell you about this guy. He was a mentor, one of my best mentors at VFS. It's an amazing person overall. Guy helped me a lot during the VFS days. Got me my first job as a rigger here in Vancouver, and helped me to get started in the career. So in the beginning, it's always very hard, right? And sorry for I was kind of focused here on whatever was happening, but so Manny, as I call him, Manuel Armonio, was a modeling mentor at VFS, Vancouver Film School, and he was always there to help the students along the way. What happens is when you get into Vancouver Film School, as I did, you have this path in which you have to choose between modeling, texturing, and it's modeling, visual effects, and animation. So in the first 3 months, you're going to be doing basically a little bit of it all. But then at some point you have to choose. And then we always have questions, right? You get there, you want to work on the visual effects industry, and I had crazy expectations, and I knew sort of what I wanted to do, but I didn't know exactly how I wanted to get there, or like what was the best option for me to grow in the industry. Not only, because there's two things. One is to have something that you like to do, and the other one is to get an actual job. So that for me was a pretty intense moment, and Manuel Armonio was there to help. So he currently works at Sony Pictures Imageworks, but he's always providing information and always trying to help. So at the time, we would stay long hours at Vancouver Film School. We would be going from usually getting there like at 9 o'clock, and most of the time I would be leaving at around 11 o'clock at night, sometimes even later. It was some pretty crazy times of our life. I think it was the most intense years. But Then Manny was there to, you know, evaluate, give feedback. He was already working on the industry, and he is a citizen here of Vancouver. And yeah, I actually have a dinner or a lunch with him this week. Let's see if he's gonna be able to make it. So yeah, then the way that I got the first job was I was working at EA Games, also with the help of a friend or of a mentor in Vancouver from school. Okay, so I'm just trying to untangle that thing there. You saw the it's looking a little better. It's not perfect yet, because you can see that we have like a lot bigger of a fold here, and here it doesn't look all that good. So yeah, then I was working. My first job was at EA Games as a character artist, and I wanted to work as a rigger from the beginning. It was my goal. And after 6 months, uh-oh, what's going on here? Why is it affecting the other side? Holy shit. How come I didn't see this before? Okay. This is weird though. It shouldn't be happening. Yeah, better. Anyway, so then what happened was many more Harmonio. So first of all, Jan, one of my rigging mentors at Vancouver Film School, gave me told me that there was an opportunity going on at EA Games and that I could try to apply. That was a great help. But at the end of it, he gave me like a reference at EA Games. And well, I was working my ass off on my demo reel. Also, it wasn't like fell from the sky, right? But and then left and wrong. Yeah, but still, I was working as a character artist because that was the opportunity that I got. Like that was the opportunity that was available at the time, and I couldn't stay here in Vancouver like not even an extra minute without having a job, because well, I just give you an idea of what I was going through at the time. I had invested basically all of my money on a year of study here in Vancouver, and after that year was done, I was almost completely broke, and I did have a little bit of money left that I was just using to survive at that point. And I had me and my wife were here, and I didn't know, like I couldn't even dream of waiting for another month or something just to get money, because at that point, if I didn't get a job, I was basically out back into Brazil, right? That was not what I came here for. So I was happy to accept the proposition and get that job as a character artist at EA Games. And also, I was kind of involved in character art as well. Well, kind of. No, I was quite involved. My whole project was design and texturing of the what was the at the time like a version of a robotic version of Cara Delevingne, in which I had designed everything. I had like designed the robotic suit, I had sculpted, painted the textures and everything, but I didn't know that that was what I wanted. I actually almost went full in with the with the texturing and modeling at some point. I was so involved with the design and texturing of the model that I was developing that I just felt like I should go with that. But then I got the opportunity at EA Games. And then after 6 months, Manny told me that Bardell was hiring for riggers, and that's how I got the first opportunity as a rigger. I'm just searching for the shape that I need to sculpt now. Okay, not too bad. Yeah, this is no good. The fact that it's picking up the mouth here is not good. Yeah, I guess I'm gonna have to put it all together, and after we're done with this, all right. So let me see where we stand here. This is working okay. Definitely needs some adjustments, but the one that I feel that needs the most adjustment at the moment is this one guy here. because the lower part is fine. But this part here has some pretty annoying issues, if you ask me. One of them being this cheek raising here. This doesn't make any sense. And the other one being this mouth raising. Let me see in my face here. You've been there, right? The cheek raising, it's fine for me. But the corner of the mouth doesn't make any sense to me. And this part here is also, this part here doesn't also make any sense. It makes sense when we add them together, but here I can see, I mean, there's some progress, but I'm just checking here how the animations are behaving, or how the shapes are working together. It seems to be okay for now. Just the eyes closed here, it's definitely not working together. Hmm. I wonder what happens if I smooth this out. Yeah, now it starts to come to the time where we're probably gonna have to start adding like a bunch of correctives. So either a bunch of correctives or making the shapes work. Let me get some music going on here. And today here in Vancouver, we had snow on the mountain for the first time. That's awesome. Means that the winter's finally starting to show. Yeah, so we obviously need to clean this up a bit. It's for sure not what we want there. This kind of behavior here. Kind of understandable, but it's also not working well with this guy here. Yeah, so let's get started on that. I mean, there's a lot of other things that needs to be fixed. But let's make this experiment. I'll save this version here. And right now, I actually will need to turn off my camera and try to figure out why my tablet is not working. So hold on for a second here. I'll leave you guys with the renders. And I'll just drop my camera for a second. I just need to go underneath the computer. Oh man, maybe I broke the cable. That would be not too good. Uh-oh. Tablet stopped working. Uh-oh. Yeah, let's try to go tabletless then. That's a shame. Well, I do have a Cintiq, but it's not connected at the moment. That would not be possible. And bam, here I am. So I had to go underneath the table here. Sorry about that. So without the proper sculpting tools, it's gonna be harder for sure. Let's see what happens. Yeah, not too bad if you ask me. I thought it was gonna be harder. See how it feels. Well, quite better. Just want to get rid of these lumps here. Oh, I see something here. Oh, the stretch here is not good. Let's get rid of it. Yeah, looking quite a lot better in my opinion. Yeah, so it works now with the eyes closed fine. There's no like it's not double transforming or creating some weird deformations here. Maybe this guy here is not helping out too much too. Yeah, and I don't know why these two guys together don't necessarily work, but how can I fix it? Yeah, I have to think about it. These two guys here are working pretty good together now. So if we offset it by like a tiny bit, or quite the opposite actually. Really. Yeah, so this is the thing now. It's like kind of a manual adjustments of the bun shapes to make them work together. Yeah, it's a lot of nudging here. Just a lot of trying one thing one way, trying the other. Okay. Hello, David. We have a participant here. I don't know if I've ever seen David around, but welcome, man. Highly appreciate the participation and the good energy. Hope you're doing great. Thank you so much. Oh. All right, so I'm trying to log in here, but it's not really helping me. Okay, so we got that. Now we need to get the other side here to do the same thing. So right, eyes closed. I'll just save it. So I don't know how far am I going to go now. It's already 1 hour and 40 minutes of streaming. It's midnight already. I do gotta get some sleep. But let's try to get it at least to the same point for both sides here. And I still need to figure out what have I done that I destroyed my tablet here. That now I'm just pixel peeping here, but or pixel picking, but so David is asking here if I'm using a mouse. Yeah, I'm actually. So what happened is, I think that I broke my tablet like a couple of moments ago. So I have a Cintiq and a tablet, Intus 4 here, I believe. But so I have the Cintiq disconnected at the moment, and the cable of the Intus 4. So this is the let me see, can you see it? Yeah, bam. It's a little bit old, but I have an Intus 4, but it's not connected. I had to disconnect it today, but unfortunately it's not working at the moment. I don't know what's going on, and for the sake of continuing the stream, I'm going on the mouse and keyboard, my friend. It's old school right now. But it's fine as long as it works for now. Okay, so definitely so. Okay, so this line here is not good. Let's activate the eyes closed here. Oh, that's why it was. Yeah, we need to fix the eyes closed then.
Letting you go, I was just letting you know. I know the weather is cold, but you on your own. I ain't no regular Joe, you should've left me alone. I'm in the zone, I'm where the predators roam. We at the Senate in Rome, and I'm on the throne. This ain't no regular poem, this ain't that regular tone, no. Do you follow me, baby? Can you see what I have? Do you like what you see? Do I follow your path? I don't know if I like you, I just know that you bad. Who you driving me crazy? You could drive in that cab.
It feels much better.
Always been a player, never dropped out. Rather cop the necklace before I cop. She want attention, I play the field with my henchmen. She want me back in detention. I study lessons, I'm in a different dimension. I move in different directions, we playing chess. She just gave me the address. See the lady in the dress. She the lady in my text. See the lady is a test. These days I roll alone, trying to stay the fuck up off the phone, trying to come the fuck up off the home, trying to get cuffed up, cuffs of stones. Playing for keeps, I'm a top gun, she playing the sheets. When the ops come, I play for my team, go play with yourself, stop playing with me. Do you follow me, baby? Can you see what I have? Do you like what you see? Do I follow your path? I don't know if I like you, I just know that you bad. Who you driving me crazy? You could drive in that cab. Hop out. If you don't like it, you can hop out. Always been a player, never dropped out. Rather cop the necklace before I cop out. I say the shit with my chest, I laid a brick on my ex. I had to go on a quest, I had to go and progress.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know how much we're gonna get into, like, this close into the presentation, or like get it eyes closed here. You know what, we're here, I should fix this. Let's fix this, you know. I just don't like the way it's bulging out here. It's too little, actually. Maybe it should bulge a little bit more here. Maybe that's the complaint. What's going on? Why is it not working? Oh no! I hate when this happens. If you click the wrong thing and then you start sculpting, bad things can happen in your life, man. Okay, just a little more. Yeah, it's looking pretty round to me. There's definitely some. It's not. Yeah, it's not 100%, right? Let's skip. Let's just tweak it a little more here. doesn't need to be like 100% because we're gonna be actually just watching this like this. So let's see. So what it needs to do, the eyes closed, and then what is important is that when we have it open, then it also is not terrible. And it's not gorgeous, or it's always going to be working in conjunction with something else, right? So kind of works. So then we have that, we have the eyes closed now. This is working fine. This should be working all right as well. So we do have a little bit of a issue here. That I'm assuming it's coming from the from the inner brow lower. So let me just check if it's not this guy here. I don't think it is. Pretty smooth the way it is contracting. So I would assume that it's coming from this place here. Yeah, you can definitely see a bit of a transition here. So yeah, let's get this. What? It was not like, was it like this? I feel like I saw something that's not here anymore. Okay. Oh, there it is. So this thing here is affecting that. It's no bueno as well. Okay, so I think that's it for today. Oh my god. It's been how much time already? It's been almost 2 hours. Yeah, about 2 hours. What is this? So what do we have here today? So we had before we start the stream, this shape here was pulling way too much of the outer brow. What happened then is when we work in conjunction with the Orbicularis Oculi, both of them activated was bringing down the inner eyebrow way too low. Just like this guy here, if we pull it down right now, it just brings everything way too low. So this is the kind of adjustment that I need to do right now. Make sure that all the shapes are working well together so that we can then move on fully. So this is just the nose wrinkler, right? That's a part of the levator labii superioris here. And yeah, this was also implemented on the last stream or today, I don't even remember. Last stream we implemented this shape here. So it is pulling down the eyebrow. So it's two muscles that are here and also pulling this up. So this is what it does, right? So you can lift your upper lip and then activate the nose wrinkler, and then you're pulling the eyebrow down. So then you have the eyebrow lower, which is this guy here, and in conjunction with this, then you got what should be this shape here. But as you can see, it is going a little bit too much right now. So either we're gonna have to remove influence from, say, nose wrinkler here, or we're going to create a combination shape that it's going to correct that and keep that in place. But I don't know, maybe that's going to be the last resort. But this is more or less what we did. We separated today the orbicularis and the lower inner brow lower, and made adjustments to the eye closed and with working in conjunction with the Orbicularis Oculi compression, and also with the lid tightener. So now all of these guys are working together, which is great, but we still have a little way to go. So all of these guys are working together right now. No problems. And that's I guess that's it. So let's go for our final monologue here. All right, here I am. Thanks for stopping by. Appreciate the company, appreciate the questions, and today it's been just adjusting these facial shapes, and that's what's going to be for a few streams ahead. We still have the mouth shapes to take care of, and but it's starting to flow. So the rig is a rebuildable rig with a action stack that it's a tool that we also developed it through the course of this 53 right now streams, and it doesn't seem like it's going to stop anytime soon. So we're going to continue on working on this, get all of the shapes together, and we also have already a few renders that you can see here that is just applying the maps and testing the subsurface scattering for the eyes, for the tongue, the teeth, the skin as a whole. And when I look here in my monitor, it still looks a little mushy, so maybe we still need to work on it. Of course, always we need to work on it, but we're gonna get there one step after the other. And after we're done with the shapes, we are then going to we're gonna dive into a process of animation, which is probably going to be involving face wear, which is a facial capture for movements of the face. That's maybe that's the way to put it. Anyways, that's it for today. It's already midnight something here in Vancouver, BC, and I also need to get ready to work tomorrow. So for today, that was it, and I'll see you tomorrow. If I happen to be streaming tomorrow, I'll be publishing or scheduling the stream tomorrow as well.